SAP tutorials channel, and I hope everyone is doing well. Continue to this part 2 video of the measuring points and the measurement documents, which is a crucial master data in SAP plant maintenance. Because we can record the performance of the assets based on the measurement documents, and then based on that the reactive maintenance or the condition maintenance, or maybe you can say the performance based maintenance can be performed by the maintenance crews. Okay, so let us proceed and we'll see. Just for a summary or a quick recap, in the first video we have seen the overview of the measuring point and how does it looks like from the perspective of look and feel, and then the measuring documents as well we have seen. Okay, so in this part 2 video is very important, so please do not skip this video, because we are going to discuss the overall configuration of the measuring documents and the measuring points, and then we will see how to create a measuring points, and then how we can link that to the equipment. So that we will see how does the linkage of that measuring point happens with the technical assets, either a function location or an equipment. And then the next, how we can post the measuring document against that measuring point. Okay, so stay tuned and do not skip this video, because this video is going to be very useful for the SAP plant maintenance consultants. All right, but before proceeding ahead, I would like to request you guys, thank you for showing support, and my subscriber is getting increased day by day, so thanks for that. And I would like to get your support in continue with that as well, so that I get motivated and I will have that kind of motivation and determination of uploading these kind of videos. And I hope it will be pretty useful for you guys. And again, you are welcome to write any emails or write any comments, and definitely we're gonna acknowledge that. So let us proceed without wasting any time. I hope you guys are seeing the display measuring documents right now, a list. So this is the report that we will discuss later on, but I just wanted to have this screen just to show you how does this measuring point looks like. So you can see here the row which I have selected, measuring point number is 152 and measurement document number is 18. Okay, and the equipment to which it is associated is P1100. Okay, so let us first drill down to the equipment. So double click on this equipment number. So you will see here this is an equipment. Okay, and you know what is an equipment because I have already explained in my previous videos. And if you will click on these measuring points here or counters, so you can see there is a measuring point which is 152. Okay, and this is for recording the hourly meet. This is a meter, so just need to record this in hours. Unit is hours. Okay, and from here also you can tick this and you can check the last measurement document. Okay, which was posted. So you can see here the measurement document number is 18, measuring point is 152. This is the measuring position, and this is the equipment number and the description of the equipment only, hydraulic pump. Okay, so how much it was posted? So 50 counter reading. So total is 50 and the difference was 20. Okay, and how much total measuring document has been posted? So that you can see from here as well. Previous measurement document. So it will show you 30. So that's why 20 is there is a difference of 20. Okay, so let us see the configuration part first of all, and then we will proceed with the creation of the measuring points, and then we will also see how it gets linked with the equipment or a function location, and then how to post a measuring documents. Okay, so I'm just opening a new section over here. Go to SPRO, then click on SAP reference IMG. All right, and then you have to go to plant maintenance and customer service. Okay, and then master data in plant maintenance and customer service, and then technical objects. So under the technical objects, okay, so maybe not under technical basic settings. Yeah, under the basic settings, because measuring point is not a technical object, so definitely it will be not under technical object. So measuring points, but though it is a master data, very important master data, I would say. Okay, so go here, measuring points, counters, and measurement documents. So guys, In my part first video, I have already clarified what is a measuring point counter and what is a measuring point non-counter. Okay, so if you do not know, I would request you to please go and watch part first video first and then come to this video. Okay, just drill down this one and you can see there are a couple of not much configuration settings for measuring points or measurement documents, but these are the few customizations or configurations which are important in order to create the measurement document or a point in our system. Okay, so let us see. So first is make system settings for measuring points and measurement documents. So let us see what is inside this configuration. Okay, so transfer generates interval documents. Okay, system settings for measuring points, and so if you do not know, you can just click and go to help here. Okay, so an interval document is a spatial measurement document which groups the counter reading transfer to the counter of an installed piece of equipment for a time interval. As a result, the counter reading transfer does not generate any more. So what is this configuration is to generate a transfer interval document. Okay, so this is a spatial measurement document which generally creates a bunch of the counter reading and transfer to the installed piece of the equipment. Okay, so generally we do not use this process, but in order to, I mean, if you wanted to transfer your measurement documents to the, I mean, the like in a hierarchy structure, like to the child's ones as well, then you can use this. Okay. Now, coming to this one, so this is very important. Define measuring point categories. Just click on this radio button and you can see these are the categories over here. Okay, so M is the standard one, okay, that we use mostly. So double click on M. You can see categories M, and then this is the description, and then uniqueness, the measuring point uniqueness. Okay, so there are settings like no check for uniqueness check for each measuring point object, uniqueness check at client level. Okay, so first of all, let us understand what is a measuring point position. I would say measurement position uniqueness. Okay, so first let us understand what is a measuring point position. So suppose you wanted to I mean measure the vibration of a pump. Okay, so there will be a certain place, a position where you will have the correct vibration value of that pump. Okay, it is not like that you can take from any of the position. Okay, so like an oil level, I mean there should be a certain position, right, to measure the correct oil level of the pump. Okay, so similar, so that is here. Okay, so suppose you wanted to make that position a unique position and check for every measurement point, then you can select 2. If you do not wanted to have a uniqueness for the measurement position, then you can select 1, and uniqueness check at client level. Okay, so it should not be at the object. So this is for object level. Okay, for every object the measurement position would be different. Okay, because it has to be unique. Okay, and then uniqueness check at client level. It means on the, not on the object level, it will check at the client level, on the system level only. Okay, on the entire system level. So we do not disturb these settings. I would recommend, because we only use standard, and if required we need to make a new category, we just copy. Okay, but if you do require, you can change it. I mean, it's just based on the requirement, but in most of the cases we do not need to change this measurement position uniqueness. Then catalog type. So catalog can be used as well for the condition based maintenance, I would say. So C is here. So you can see C is the overview of damage. So based on the overview damage value, you can also trigger notifications. And then measurement reading message. Okay, so online message here is W warning. All right, and then the total period is 90 seconds. Okay, and then if you wanted to use in the linear assets, then you can take as a linear asset. Okay, or you wanted to use this is as a workflow, then you can take as a business event. Okay, so this is the category. So there are other categories that has been created. You can see. Ev- Everything is same, only the category is different. All right, let us move ahead. So this was the category. Now number ranges. This is very important. Okay, so number ranges you have to provide. So you can see here there are two number ranges defined for the measuring points, which is from 1 to this one only. Sorry, from 1 to this value 99999. So right now 230 measuring points has been created. So it is at 230, the number range status. Okay, and once this will finish, okay, after this, once it reaches this value here, then it will start from this one. Okay, because both are internal number ranges only, not the external one, because you can see nothing has been ticked as an external. So mostly we are only using internal uh, numbers for the measuring points. We do not use external numbers in most of the cases I have seen as per my experience. Okay, go to the overview as well and you can see. Okay, so now next is number ranges for the measuring documents. Okay, so here you can see it is having only one internal number ranges, which starts from 1 and then 9999 like this. So right now total 130 measurement documents has been created. Now guys, just an important note here I would like to highlight is sometimes suppose you are working on a transformation project, as for HANA transformation project from ECC, okay, or maybe just a greenfield implementation you are working on, and suppose in their third party systems there are a lot of measurement documents, right, which is having certain numbers like a b c d 1 2 3 4 5 6, like, or xyz 5 4 6, like this one. Okay, so now while doing, because definitely you have to migrate all those data into your SAP system, so in that case, if customer demands that I need to have the same number in the SAP system as well, okay, so that our overall history will not get disturbed, because if you will gonna generate a new number for that one, so it is hard for them to track the overall asset history and the maintenance history as well. Okay, so kind of those scenarios, they would demand that I would like to have a same number in the SAP as well. So during the migration, you have to define an external number range so that you can migrate all those measurement documents similar, I mean, in their similar format. Okay, so this is very critical because I have faced this in couple of migration projects or the implementation project. Okay, so that is very important. Then the field selection, so it is very basic configuration. Whatever the fields that you want to hide or make it mandatory, you can do it from here. Okay, and then this is for set list editing for missing point list. So this is for the um, reports. Okay, so nothing important in this. Okay, so as I said, not much configurations are there for the measuring points and measurement documents. So now let us proceed and see how we can create a measuring point, sorry. So for creating a measuring point, you have to execute T code IK01, and then you have to select the measuring point category, okay, based on your requirement, okay, and then the object type, which is your equipment or a functional location. Okay, you have to enter the equipment or functional location and then the description. And as I already mentioned in my part 1 video, that characteristic is the most important master data that would be used here to define the unit in which you wanted to record your measurement document. So that's why you should have already created, this is a prerequisite. Okay, you have to create a characteristic. So what are the prerequisites for defining a measuring points? First of all, your technical asset, which would be your equipment or a functional location, and the second is your characteristic. Okay, so these two should be defined. Okay, then the target value, so that we will already we have already seen all these things, right, in the first video. And the code group, as I said, catalog group, overview damage you can use, and then the define the measurement interval if applicable. So let us see. Okay, so let us see how we can create a uh, measurement measuring point and measurement document. So IK01. Okay, so here you can see now on this is the initial screen of IK01. So now on this screen you can see the first field is measuring point object. So these much measuring point objects are there in the standard system, but from the plant maintenance perspective, only two are important, which is your equipment and the function location, IEQ and IFL. Okay, so if you wanted to create a measuring point for a functional location, you can select IFL, but if you wanted to create for an equipment, you have to select IEQ, which I have already selected. Okay, uh, so it is coming by default. Why? Because previously I have used these data only. Okay, so in the next screen, in the next session, SAP automatically copies the previous data. All right. So equipment is your P1100, and here I will change the measuring point category because I wanted to use the standard one, which is your measuring point general over here. Okay, and here you can say whether it is a measuring point is a counter or a non-counter, which means kilometer hour. Okay, so you can refer to part 1 video for this one. I have already explained what is the counter and non-counter. All right. So even though if you do not wanted to, I mean, tell the system whether it is a counter or not, still SAP will give you the flexibility. Once you press enter, still you have a checkbox over here. Okay. So just notice here in this area right now we do have target value and the text only. But if you will click this one, okay, and press enter. Sorry, let me choose the characteristic first of all. Let me check whether there is something in the hour or not. Mhm. Otherwise, we have to create a characteristic. See something for PM or not. Yeah, power uses. I'm watching for this. I'm searching for the counter one. Okay. So again, the pump capacity is not a counter. Kilometers. Yeah. So let us take this one, kilometers, and you can see here right now this overall field has been changed, the sub screen. Earlier it was target data and now it is counter data. Why? Because I have told system that this measuring point is a counter. Okay, so measurement position. So this is the hydraulic pump and we are counting the kilometers. So right now it is not also correct. So let us select anything else that we can. So I'm just searching for the hours. Let us see if something is for hours or not. Okay, operating hours. Okay, so let us take this one hour. So why we are creating this measuring point? First of all, let us clarify, because we wanted to count the hours. For how many hours the pump was in operation. Okay, because based on that only we wanted to have a maintenance activity. So just uh, mention the measurement position where we can count the hours of the pump. Okay, so I'm just um, kind of this. You can, and then the description of the measuring point. Okay, operating hours of the pump. All right. Now counter overreading. Okay, which means your gauge will have certain limitation that after 10 digits it cannot go ahead to the 11th one. Okay, so it has to be reset. So that is here. What is the limitation? So I can say like one, these many nines. Okay, after this it has to be reset. Okay, and then what is your annual estimate? Annual estimate is very important. Okay, so what is your annual estimate? I mean, even though you are not posting your measurement documents to the system, so system will not know, right? Until unless you are not posting measurement documents for this measuring point, system will not know for how many hours it has ran. Okay, but if in case you will provide this annual estimate to the system, even though you are not posting your measurement document, still system will know, okay, so this was your annual estimate, and based on that, if you are using a performance based maintenance plan with this measuring point, system will generate a maintenance order or a notification based on your setup. Okay, so that's why annual estimate is very important. And please note down, this is one of the important questions which comes into the interview. Okay, maybe out of the 5 interview, 3 interviewer will ask this question. All right, so note it down. So annual estimate, I will say, like in a year it might run like for 10,000 hours. Okay, and then the text if you wanted to put, otherwise no. All right, you can also check this one, count backwards. So if you want that system should count backwards after this much reading, then system will start counting backwards. Okay, so code group, so here you can select the damage as well. Based on that also, like if you will select this one, broken, torn, tabbed, like this one, so I will select general damage here, and based on this one you can post the measurement document. Okay, so let us now save this one. Okay, so this is the counter. All right, so now let us create a non-counter one. Okay, again go to this one. This is your, I'm just putting a random measurement position right now. Okay, I would say like pump capacity. Okay, and this is your non-counter. All right, so, let us select, let us see, there for the pump. I think there was one capacity. Let us check. Yeah, pump capacity, right? So let us select this one. So it is in meter cube per second. Okay, cubic meter second. So let us define the target value. What should be the ideal target value of this? Okay, so pump capacity will be like 50. Okay, and then here you can click on additional data. You can give the upper range limit, like if it goes down with 40, because ideal should be capacity should be 50 cubic meter per second, but due to some issues the capacity has gone down. Upper is 60 and it is 30. Okay, basically guys, the capacity didn't reduce, but I'm just giving an example over here. Okay, so just save it. Okay, so this is your non-counter. Now go to this equipment and you will see automatically this equipment will have the measuring point. Okay, you do not need to do any extra activity for linking the equipment with the measuring point. So click on measuring points and you can see 231 and 230. So as I said, the numbers range status was at 230, right? So created 230 and then the next is 231. So this is all coming from your number ranges which we have defined in the system. So two measuring points we have defined. Okay, and now let us see how we can post a measuring document against these measuring points. So for that you have to execute IK11 measuring document transaction. Okay, so create a measurement document. So I wanted to create a measurement document for the measuring point 230, which was our counter operating hours for the pump. So just put the 230 number of the measuring point, and you can see here the date and the time at which we are recording and the user ID which user ID is posting this measurement document, so that system will, or the maintenance manager will check in the report who has taken the reading. Okay, so if something gone wrong, that person will be asked why you have recorded this reading if the reading is not correct. Okay, so kind of those. So for the reporting purpose and the tracking purpose, this is also beneficial. So now just hit enter, and here you can post the reading. So right now, suppose it has ran for 100 hours. Okay, so I will select 100 hours. And what is your condition of the pump after running 100 hours? Okay, so you can select here, it is broken, torn, wrapped, burnt out, or what happened, leaking. So I can select here. If it is leaking, if nothing is happening, you can just leave it blank. If it is working properly, we do not need to select anything, okay, because it is not a mandatory field. So if after 100 hours it is leaking, you can select it, otherwise do not, and just save it. Okay, so again, if you will go here, so you can see measurement document 122 created. So you can just go and display this one 122. So you can see here your measurement document is 122. Okay, so now how this measurement document can create a notification or a maintenance order automatically in the system, so that we will see when we will discuss the overall end-to-end business process of preventive maintenance. So there we will discuss this one, because this is a part of your performance based maintenance, so we will see there. Okay, as we are only discussing the master data, so I will not go into that thing right now. Okay, so this is your measurement document, so that's how we can post. Okay, and now let us post the measurement document for the non-counter, which was 231. Okay, so that's one, and here you can say system. Okay, let us say like 51 is the capacity. Okay, save it. Okay, now for the non-counter, uh, condition based maintenance will be there. Okay, so based on the condition, but there is no provision in the private cloud right now or on-prem that system will automatically generate the maintenance order or a notification if it goes beyond the upper range or the uh, below the lower limit. Okay, so for that we need to do a little bit of enhancement. There is a standard user exit that we can use to trigger a maintenance notification. So just we have to write a few pieces of web code, and from there we can just trigger a maintenance notification or a maintenance order. Okay, so that is the thing. So all these things we will discuss in the preventive maintenance business process. Okay, and there is a condition based maintenance video that I have already posted, where I have already discussed the process in detail, and I have also demonstrated the public cloud solution, because in public cloud there is a provision to automatically create a notification whenever there is a entry that goes beyond the upper or lower limit. Okay, so if you want, if you are interested in condition based maintenance, you can just watch that video as well. It is in my playlist, only plant maintenance playlist, so you can refer to that video. All right, and from the reporting perspective, so there are a couple of reports like IK70 is there. Okay, so you can just go to IK1717. Okay, so this will show you the all the measurement documents. Okay, so what was our equipment number? You can give equipment number like 1100 and execute it. So you can see all the measurement points and the measurement documents you can see here. So you can see this too we created today. Okay, so you can see created by which ID and the date. Okay, and you can also select the time if you want from here. So from here you can just select the fields which you are interested in, and you can make your own report. So there are a lot of fields, okay, on this side. So right side is your field that you can bring to your left side. So left side, all these fields are visible right now. So if you wanted to make all these fields visible, you can just select, like if you wanted to select changed by or changed on, you can just go here. Okay, changed on, select, and just click on here, so it will come here. You can see changed on is here, right? Changed by. So yeah, by doing this, or you can click here to have this in the alphabetical order. code group. Okay, so kind of that counter, all these things. There are a lot of fields. Okay, so whichever is useful for you guys, you can just select it, and you can just bring it to the left side and it will display you in this report. You can see now, all right, all these fields got added. Okay, so kind of this. So the report is very important. So this is for measuring documents, and IK16, sorry, IK07 is for measuring points. Okay, so if you wanted to view the measuring points, you can go there and you can see. Okay, again here you can see, and you can add your required fields on your report. Okay, so if I will refer to this document, okay, so as I said, we will see the performance-based maintenance and strategy plans, all those things that we will see. Okay, and the reporting analysis I have already shown you. Okay, the history readings. Okay, you can make your own custom report as well. All right, so this is all about the measuring point and the measurement document, and I hope you will have a better idea right now after watching this entire video. Okay, and there are a few other key codes that you can check, because there is a mass upload of the measurement documents as well. So if you wanted to post multiple measurement documents for multiple measuring points at once, you can use that as well. Okay, so what you can do here is you can go to like IK21. Okay, so this is your collective entry. Okay, so just put your uh, function location here, and it will, just a moment, let me show you if there will be any function location. Okay, so no measuring points are defined. Okay, let me go to IK22. Okay, for the equipment we have, so you can just put here. Okay, so this is the collective entry of the measurement documents. So kind of that you can utilize. Okay, and also you can go to the SAP Easy Access screen and go to logistic, and then your plant maintenance, and then maintenance of the technical objects, and then measurement documents. From here also you can go, and these are the reports. Okay, so kind of that. So all right guys, this was all about the measuring point and the measurement documents. Okay, so if you do have any queries, you are free to write any comments, or if you can write me personally on my email ID, which will be mentioned on my video. All right, so in the next video we might see the task list and the maintenance plan, which is also a very important master data. Okay, so I will try to upload that video as quickly as possible as well, and we will see then. All right, so take care guys, and we'll see you in the next video then. Bye.